Peace, y'all. It's Camson Oracle, one half of Remnants Gathering. I hope y'all doing well. We may not be doing our live the way we usually do. Just with being an oracle and having the responsibility of being in alignment, I have to move in that manner. And sometimes I'm just not being allowed to do a presentation the way I want to in that timing. So this is me surrendering to the wisdom of what's being given to me and how to do things. So now that I got that out, I'm going to tell you all the surprise that I'm going to do that I wasn't sure I was going to do. And I decided that it is the right time now for me to do it. I'm going to discuss Chadwick Boseman, and I'm going to discuss the number 42 being heavily associated with him. And this was some information that first came through from KT the Arts Degree talking about the number 42. And so, yeah. So with that being said, now before I even get into connecting this, it's going to be so beautiful. But he was the Black Panther. The Black Panther represents the Great Mother. And so with that being said, he was basically, his whole spiel, everything that he was doing was opening the way for the divine feminine energy to reign again. And so if you look up the number 42, it was Jackie Robinson number, which is why it was associated with him. One of the main reasons, and he played him. But when you look up the number 42, Shu is depicted in the Kemet iconography. Yeah, excuse me. Iconography as an ostrich feather. Under Kemet cosmology, MAAT is designed to avert chaos, which is Isfet, and maintain truth, which is Ma'at. And the symbol for truth, justice, balance, and order is the goddess Ma'at. So this reconnects back to Ma'at. He was bringing this divine feminine energy back to rise and to reign, in the way that it was always supposed to be. And so with this return of Ma'at energy coming through, I'm going to give you the breakdown of what I was led to. So out of the blue, 42 came to me. And the way it was given to me was go to the periodic table of elements and look at element 42. So here we go. The element, periodic table of elements, MO is the number 42. Okay. Now, MO, is one of the 7 naturally occurring isotopes. You see the number 7? As in the 7 African powers. And remember, if y'all been following me for a while, you know that my spirit guides gave me the download that the periodic table of elements is equivalent to the archetypal energy of ancient Kemet and a description of what we would call the divine ones or gods and goddesses, and also the Orishas. So this was them expressing not just the 5 elements that we know, but all of the elements that we know and the ones we don't know. That's what the periodic table of elements was like, the modern day version of interpreting these energetic archetypal divine energies. Okay. Now, Mo is most often found in minerals from molybdenite, wolfenite, and powlite. Now, some molybdenum, I think I'm saying it right, molybdenum. I'm just going to say molybdenum. Y'all bear with me if I'm saying it wrong, but y'all needed this information because connecting these dots are important to be able to communicate with the spirit realm, to know what the spirit realm is trying to communicate and convey to those who are awakening. So if I'm saying this wrong, bear with me. Molybdenum is obtained as a byproduct of tungsten and copper production. Copper production as related to the copper colored people. This is the symbology, okay? And the energy of the mother is bringing the healing to the copper colored people, because we have been just pulled so far away from where we originated. Okay, and the balance and the harmony and the MAAT and the truth that we had. And this is why he was willing to do whatever it took to stand on his truth, which included him being fired from a soap opera that did not resonate as MAAT energy. It didn't have any balance. It wasn't truth. He didn't like the way the black man was being depicted, the way that they always are cast in these roles. So this shows the connection between him and MAAT. Okay, it was manifesting early on in his career. Now, this element is also a metastable element. Yeah, as in stabilizing, using metaphysics beyond the physical, beyond the seen realm, bringing stabilization or bringing balance, MAAT again. So this element is metastable, okay? And so when you look up the word metastable, it leads to of a body or system having a state of apparent equilibrium, although capable of changing to a more stable state. Y'all, when he transitioned, he went to a more stable state than even the alchemical state he created while he was here. This is good. Number 2, of an atom, molecule, ion, or atomic nucleus existing in an excited state with a relatively long lifetime. Now, as you all know, the Great Mother, there is no ending, no beginning to her. As you all know, the whole story of Adam and Eve is about the atom and the atomic structuring of atoms and of life force existence in itself. We are all going through a state of self-realization and actualization and realizing that we are immortal, that we live these lifetimes after lifetimes, right? So you can see the metastable and how it applies to the collective of those who are awakening. Equilibrium or balance, as in again the 42 laws of MAAT. He returned to a more stable state. This was confirmation that he did get his wings, and he is absolutely a warring angel. He is a warring inner energy of a higher hierarchy that is going to assist us here. Now, you know, I could get into Jesus boiling an excrement and all of that based on the Talmud and connect that to the colon cancer thing and the symbology of that. But, you know, the war that's been going on between the small hats and the black community and this back and forth over who are the Israelites, who are Semitic, who aren't. So I'm not going to get into that here because I'm sure most of you all are familiar with that. But this messianic energy coming through, this is why the Talmud was like boiling an excrement. So this was a manifestation of the magic they've been trying to do, the dark magic, to stop this messianic energy from coming through. All right. So now, and you can refer to the book, The Secret Relationship Between Black and Jews. It's really hard to find, but it can be done. Okay, you may have to go to the Nation of Islam website and read what they have there. Okay, and it explains how the small hats gained control of the Black American economy by the Historical Research Department of the Nation of Islam. So yeah, you can just search for that and you should be able to find it. Now, the 42 hat on Jackie Robinson Day that Chadwick Boseman wore, it was also a form of predictive programming. This is how they do the conditioning. So yeah, we have two sides to everything. There's always the energy that is trying to work against these higher frequencies and an energy that is trying to upgrade us. And so we are seeing this light and dark existing in one vessel. And all of us are going through that. All of us are becoming more aware of the darkness that is within us and having to learn how to transmute it and work with that energy. So the predictive programming that they do, I'm going to read a little bit of this for you. The preparation of humanity for the new age, quote unquote, involves psychological and physical warfare in the form of spectacular crimes and events that, filtered through the illuminized media, have a ritual occult purpose and initiatory effect on the masses. So here's a short explanation of the first definition. Revelation of the method is basically an occult truth that is more of an effect, can be garnered from an event if that event is made aware to the person who you plan on affecting before it happens. And usually this is done at a subconscious level. The subconscious mind can actually pick up on imperceptible elements to the conscious mind that hint at future plans. And in this way, it is possible to sow acceptance through subconscious exposure to numbers and symbols, just like with 9/11. Excuse me, y'all. That was a perfect example. And so it's, we saw it happening on the money when you fold the bills before it happened. So again, the subconscious seeds are planted for whatever their desired intentions are. Okay. So, the aspects of this, we can see how that was being played, but it's just really beautiful because he was still able to just be the ultimate alchemist, just like Kobe Bryant. And if you look at them, I told y'all 2020 was a year of mirrors. If you look at their numbers, they're mirrors of each other. Also, they were going to do a project together for 2020 that never happened. So y'all making the connections here. This is a war of frequency. This is a war between those that have souls and those that don't and need souls to use as a battery to keep them going, because they don't have access to life force energy because they are synthetic or just of a lower vibration. Okay. So, there's a whole second part to this. And what I'm going to do, I feel like I've went over enough because the rest of this is is really deep. I'm going to give you a whole other aspect of this. I'm going to talk about the use of twilight language, and the way that they do this predictive programming and everything like that. But before I finish this is the most important thing that came through. So when I research the elements, you can see elements that have some type of connection to the one that you're looking at. And when I looked at the elements that were connected to the molybdenum, 42, which was MO, the associated element was thorium, which was 90, which is TH. And remember, the number 9 represents the divine feminine energy. Okay. And then the third element associated with it is erbium. And erbium is represented by 68. It is the letter ER. What does that spell all together? Mother. So the great mother is stepping up and rising in this war. And as the divine feminine rises, the demented dark patriarchy uses subliminals to try to come against the primordial energy that's coming in, that is upgrading our consciousness and our awareness. And if you notice with these numbers that's in here is 696 when you add up the numbers of each element, which is a mirror to 666 with the 9 in the middle. The 9 is the divine feminine energy. So the 6 on each side of that divine feminine energy equates to man, which is represented by 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. Man, who is able to integrate with the beast part of themselves, transmute that energy. And so they are the pillars that are on either side of the divine feminine energy so that she is protected as she is rising. Wow. This is just, can't make this up. One of the other things was that with this particular element, its origins as a transition metal, molybdenum easily forms compounds with other elements. Molybdenum comprises, I'm just going to say MO, comprises 1.2 parts per million of the Earth's crust by weight. It is literally made of the crust of the earth. This points back to the Great Mother again when you look at the origins of this element. Okay. Now, this element also has the unique quality of being less soluble in acidic soils and more soluble in alkaline soils. That's another pointer of us eating more alkaline foods, okay, and less acidic. The soil is you and what you are putting in your mind, your body every day, the rituals that you are doing, the things that you focus on, the things that you choose to give your energy to, your money, your currency to sow into, it is giving birth to a harvest. It's creating something for you to reap later. So this is in alignment with everything Dr. Sadie was doing, with what Nipsey Hussle was doing. Y'all see how it's all lining up. So this is also a unique quality is that it is it contains micronutrients. Okay, so MO availability to plants is quite sensitive to pH and drainage conditions, and in alkaline soils, for example, some plants can have up to 500 ppm of MO. You hear this? So the Earth's crust basically is what makes the soil alkaline. Oh my goodness. I can't make this up. Basically, the heart of Mother Earth is what makes the soil alkaline, which allows the micronutrients and the healing that we are able to access, which is why Mother Earth has been under attack with the GMOs, fracking, and chemtrails, and the list goes on and on. Now, land that doesn't have this particular MO element in the soil, it becomes barren due to the lack of MO in the soil. Nothing can grow. Now, this serves as a reminder to eat alkaline foods, like I was saying, and to heal and prevent disease. And so that was another benefit of him having colon cancer. It is going to draw attention more to that and for us to learn more, do more research, and begin to be more proactive so that we are not having these real high statistics of our young men dying with this. So there's always a silver lining to every cloud. Okay. Now, it says, indeed, the researchers, so this element basically, y'all, is important for the evolution of all living things, just like the divine feminine energy. Now, indeed, this is some research. The researchers found strong evidence that the ocean at a certain time had been lacking in important elements of MO. So this would have had a negative impact on the evolution of early eukaryotes. Eukaryotes, which scientists believe gave rise to all animals, including humans, plants, fungi, and single-cell animals like protists. So basically, this element is the building block to life. And without it, it would have a very negative impact on evolution. This is why his sister is being put in his place to do Black Panther 2. This was scripted. Our ancestors and those outside of our light spectrum who are assisting us, this is being set up to help us. So whatever work that you are doing, working on healing your trauma, working on reprogramming your subconscious mind, working on being more open-minded and open-hearted, being able to receive downloads, being able to go higher in your consciousness and in your perspective in the way that you see things and interpret things, the way that you transmute things in your life. This speaks to all of that. So I hope that this was, some good information. Hopefully some information you haven't got from anybody else who decoded anything. And I really appreciate when I'm able to bring information to you guys like this. It's coming. When it's coming straight from the source, you can feel that it's pure. And so this is really humbling. Let me know what y'all think about this. And I can't wait to read the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out our website, remnantsgathering.com. If you want to get a reading with me, fill out the submission form. We will figure out the days after you fill the form out. I will message you to find the best day and time for both of us, and we can do that. You can read the reviews, of course, on my readings. I always do that because you never know what you're getting with people these days. You want to be sure. And for your crystal jewelry needs, Ernest is definitely the man when it comes to handmade, copper, speaking of mother, copper jewelry. And y'all have seen the pieces. They are impeccable. They are worth every dime that he's asking for it. Be sure to check it out. And there will be more coming as time goes on. And regarding the potions, y'all get this abundance potion. Like if you've been trying to heal poverty mindsets, low self-esteem, lack of confidence, not being sure that you're able to have the resources that you need to complete the mission that you were put here to do, this abundance potion is something that will absolutely help with that. And it's really, really good to take this potion and put it on your ancestor money, write a petition, and then burn it. That's one of the main ways that this potion can be used to get instantaneous breakthroughs and begin gathering information from the realm of the ancestors to assist you while you are here. So that was just a little free drop on ways that you can use these potions, because I know for some of you, maybe using potions is a little new for you. And so I probably end up writing a blog on ways that you can use this potion as well, specifically for abundance. And the third eye potions, if you missed out on those, I'm going to have some more of those soon. So keep an eye on the website. When it no longer says sold out, go ahead and get you some. The potions that I make, I'm not trying to brag. The reviews speak for themselves. I'm just really thankful that I'm able to channel this energy into a potion to amplify the experience of the spiritual awakening and the things that we are collaboratively dreaming of and desiring to manifest. All right, as we always say, may your third eye's just been kissed. Peace.